Have you ever wondered if your bedtime habits might quietly be harming your health? Even putting your life at risk without you even realizing it. It may sound hard to believe, but every year, tens of thousands of older adults in the U.S. pass away in their sleep. And here's the truly alarming part. Most of these deaths aren't caused by serious illness or natural aging. They come from tiny habits, things we repeat night after night, without knowing how much damage they can cause. After the age of 60, our bodies no longer function the way they used to. The heart becomes more fragile, the lungs more sensitive, the brain more easily disturbed. Sleep becomes lighter, balance becomes harder to maintain. Even simple actions, like getting out of bed or drinking a glass of water at night, can turn into real dangers. Mr. Richard in Florida, Ms. Helen in Michigan, they kept doing what they'd always done, without realizing those same routines were slowly draining their strength each night. In this video, we're going to explore 7 bedtime habits that are quietly putting seniors at risk. Each one explained clearly why it's dangerous, who it affects, and most importantly, how to adjust it gently without turning your life upside down. Especially habit number 2, a seemingly harmless act that has caused more late-night emergencies than most people know. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or older, or you care for someone who is, this video is for you. If you find these insights helpful, please subscribe to our channel so we can keep bringing you more practical, caring tips to support healthy aging. And if you're watching right now, leave a comment that says, "I'm still here and listening." That way, we'll know you're on this journey with us. Let's begin. Mistake number 7, drinking too much water before bed. Linda, 72 years old, always believed that drinking water before bed helped keep her skin healthy and her body clean. Every evening, she drank a full glass of water right before going to sleep. But for months, she kept waking up at night to rush to the bathroom. She stumbled in the dark. She nearly fell more than once. Many seniors, like Linda, still think that drinking more water is always a good thing. And yes, staying hydrated is important. It helps digestion, joint health, and supports the heart. But timing is everything. As we age, our kidneys process fluids more slowly. Our bladder becomes smaller, and our brain doesn't give us early warnings that we need to use the bathroom. Instead, it comes suddenly, without time to prepare. If you're drinking water, juice, or herbal teas within 1 to 2 hours of going to bed, you're far more likely to wake up at night. That may not sound serious, but for older adults, those middle-of-the-night bathroom trips come with real risks. You're half awake, the room is dark, your balance isn't what it used to be, and standing up quickly can drop your blood pressure. A short walk to the bathroom can turn into a fall. The CDC reports that nighttime falls are the leading cause of emergency room visits among seniors. And broken hips, head injuries, or long hospital stays often begin with just one misstep in the dark. There's more. Waking up often at night disrupts the deep sleep your brain and body need to recover. Poor sleep has been linked to memory problems, higher inflammation, and a greater risk of dementia. It also affects your heart. Drinking too much at night adds pressure to the cardiovascular system, especially dangerous for those with heart conditions. So how can we stay hydrated without sacrificing safety? The answer is in the timing. Drink water consistently throughout the first half of the day, then reduce intake in the evening. Avoid drinking large amounts within 2 hours of bedtime. If you feel thirsty, just take a few sips, not a full cup. Also, avoid drinks that make you urinate more like coffee, black tea, or citrus juice in the evening. And if you must get up at night, make sure your path is safe. Use night lights, keep walkways clear, Stand up slowly. Give your body time to adjust. These simple changes can help you sleep better and move safely through the night. Have you been drinking too much water in the evening? Leave a comment. I'm going to change this habit. That one step could be the beginning of better sleep and safer nights. Mistake number 6, eating dinner too late. Mr. Thomas, 75, has a familiar habit. He often eats a little snack right before bed. Sometimes it's a cookie. Sometimes it's a bowl of soup. He calls it his evening treat. But those nights, he sleeps poorly. He tosses and turns, feels burning in his chest, and wakes up tired. It may seem harmless, but eating too late at night can quietly harm the health of older adults in many ways. After 60, the digestive system slows down, food takes longer to process, and if you lie down too soon after eating, your body doesn't get the rest it needs. Instead, it stays busy working when it should be repairing. One of the most common issues is acid reflux. When you lie flat after a meal, acid can move up from the stomach into the esophagus. For seniors, this isn't just uncomfortable. It can cause inflammation, damage to the throat, and in serious cases, even lead to aspiration pneumonia. A study from the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that people who eat within 3 hours of sleep are much more likely to experience reflux. Sugary foods or refined carbs can also spike your blood sugar. And with age, our bodies become less able to manage glucose. Late-night sugar can lead to poor sleep and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. One 20-20 study showed that eating late is linked to higher morning blood sugar and increased insulin resistance in seniors. What's more, late meals, especially salty or fatty ones, can raise your blood pressure at night. Instead of resting, your heart stays active. And that raises your risk of stroke or heart attack while you sleep. So how do we enjoy our meals and still sleep well? The key is in the timing. Try to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. Choose lighter meals with vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains. Avoid fried, spicy, or sugary foods. If you're truly hungry later, go for a banana, a spoon of plain yogurt, or a few unsalted nuts. These are gentle on your stomach and won't spike your blood sugar. Just a small shift in your evening routine can make your nights more restful and your mornings more refreshed. Have you noticed poor sleep after eating too late? Leave a comment. I'll start eating dinner earlier. It might be a simple change, but it could make a world of difference for your heart, your sleep, and your peace of mind. Mistake number 5, sleeping in the wrong position. Susan, age 68, always sleeps on her back. It's the position she finds most comfortable. But over time, she started snoring more, waking up several times a night, and feeling tired each morning no matter how long she stayed in bed. What Susan didn't know is that sleeping on your back can quietly cause a number of serious health problems, especially as you age. When you lie flat on your back, gravity pulls your tongue and soft throat tissues backward. This narrows your airway, and if you snore or have undiagnosed sleep apnea, this position can make things worse. Even without a formal diagnosis, reduced airflow during sleep can lower oxygen levels and increase your risk of interrupted breathing. The Mayo Clinic Sleep Center found that sleeping on your back can worsen breathing problems by up to 40%. And when oxygen drops during sleep, your chances of heart attack, stroke, and long-term brain damage rise sharply. Seniors who sleep on their backs have a 22% higher risk of nighttime cardiac events than those who sleep on their sides. If you suffer from acid reflux or a hiatal hernia, sleeping on your back also makes it easier for acid to move up the esophagus, causing damage over time. That acid, if it reaches your lungs, can lead to aspiration pneumonia or even esophageal cancer in the long run. There's more. Recent research shows that your sleep position affects how well your brain clears waste. A study from Stony Brook University revealed that sleeping on your back reduces your brain's natural cleansing system by over 60%. This system is vital in removing toxic proteins linked to Alzheimer's and dementia. Even sleeping on your right side may compress major blood vessels near the heart, raising the risk of heart failure in people with heart conditions. So what's the safest position? Experts agree sleeping on your left side is best. It helps blood flow, supports digestion, and allows your brain to clear waste more efficiently. It also reduces acid reflux and stroke risk. If you're not used to this position, it might feel awkward at first. But a few tricks can help. Place a firm pillow between your knees to keep your hips aligned. Tuck another pillow behind your back to keep yourself from rolling over. And use a supportive neck pillow to maintain proper spine and head alignment. If reflux is an issue, slightly raise the head of your bed to prevent acid from rising. Changing your sleep position may take time, but the health benefits are well worth the effort. Have you ever thought about your sleeping posture? Leave a comment. I'll try sleeping on my left side. It might be the quiet shift that helps you breathe easier, rest better, and protect your brain and heart for years to come. Mistake number 4, sleeping in a hot room. Daniel, 74, lives alone in Minnesota. During the cold winters, he keeps the heat high, layers on blankets, and shuts every window tight. He just wants to feel warm and cozy. But on those nights, he wakes up several times. He feels tired in the morning. His mouth is dry. Sometimes he feels dizzy. Like many older adults, Daniel doesn't realize that sleeping in a hot room can quietly put your health at risk. As we age, our body's ability to regulate temperature weakens. Normally, our core temperature drops at night to signal the body that it's time to sleep. But if your room is too warm, that process is interrupted. Your body struggles to cool down, you stay restless, you wake up more often, and you don't get enough deep sleep. Deep sleep is when your brain builds memory, your immune system repairs itself, and your body reduces inflammation. A study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that seniors who sleep in warm rooms get up to 30% less deep sleep. That missing sleep can lead to memory loss, weakened immunity, high blood pressure, and faster mental decline. Heat also increases the risk of dehydration. Seniors often don't feel thirsty at night, but they sweat, and that sweat causes fluid and electrolyte loss. Dehydration thickens the blood, raises the risk of blood clots, irregular heartbeat, or even stroke. For those with heart or lung problems, this extra burden can be dangerous. So what's the ideal bedroom temperature? Experts recommend keeping it between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Use breathable cotton sheets. Avoid electric blankets or thick quilts that trap heat. If you feel cold, use light layers that you can easily adjust. Open a window slightly or run a quiet fan to circulate air. These small changes can make your sleep more restful and protect your brain, your heart, and your overall health. Do you know how warm your room gets at night? If you've ever felt restless due to heat, leave a comment. I'll adjust my bedroom temperature. Better sleep often begins with a cooler, calmer night. Mistake number 3, getting out of bed too quickly. Margaret, 79, lives with her daughter in Texas. One morning, after a restless night, she woke up and quickly sat up to use the bathroom. But as soon as her feet hit the floor, the room spun. She lost her balance and fell hard. She broke her hip, and that one rushed moment took her nearly 6 months to recover from. Margaret's story is not rare. Many older adults have felt lightheaded, dizzy, or unstable after standing up too fast. It's caused by something called orthostatic hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when you move from lying down to standing. When you're young, your body adjusts quickly, but with age, that adjustment slows down. Blood pools in your legs, and your brain doesn't get enough oxygen for a few seconds. You feel dizzy, your vision blurs, sometimes you even faint. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Falls in the morning or at night are a leading cause of injuries and hospital stays in seniors. They often lead to broken bones, head trauma, and a loss of independence. So how can you prevent it? Start by slowing down. When you wake up, don't jump out of bed. Lie still for a minute. Move your hands and feet. Rotate your ankles. Take a few deep breaths. Then sit up slowly. Let your body adjust. Place your feet on the floor. Wait another moment. If you feel steady, stand up, but do it carefully. Use a dresser, bedpost, or grab bar if needed. Keep your path clear. Use night lights or motion sensor lamps. Avoid slippery socks. Wear non-slip slippers. And keep water nearby. A small sip before standing can help reduce dizziness. If you're on medications that affect blood pressure, like beta blockers or diuretics, talk to your doctor about when to take them. A small adjustment might make a big difference. Have you ever felt dizzy when getting up? Leave a comment. I'll slow down when I wake up. It's not just about feeling better. It's about staying safe every single morning. Mistake number 2, ignoring snoring, insomnia, or pauses in breathing. George, 71, always thought of himself as healthy. He snored a little. Nothing serious. But his wife noticed he would stop breathing for a few seconds, then suddenly gasp for air. He'd wake up tired, feel confused, lose his temper over small things. It wasn't until he had a mild heart attack that doctors discovered he had sleep apnea, and it had been harming his health for years. Many older adults see symptoms like loud snoring, waking up often, or dry mouth in the morning as part of normal aging. But they're not. They are serious warning signs of conditions that affect the heart, brain, and even your lifespan. Obstructive sleep apnea is one of the most overlooked dangers among seniors. It happens when throat muscles relax too much during sleep, blocking the airway. Your breathing stops for a few seconds, sometimes hundreds of times per night. Each time oxygen drops, the heart is forced to work harder. The brain struggles to stay rested. Sleep apnea has been shown to increase the risk of heart attacks by 30% and strokes by 60% in older adults. Nearly 4 in 10 seniors are affected, but around 80% of cases go undiagnosed. Why? Because most people don't realize what's happening at night. And because they assume poor sleep is just a part of getting older. But the damage doesn't stop at the heart. Without deep sleep, the brain can't clear out toxins. Memory loss, confusion, and mental decline all move faster. Some studies show that untreated sleep apnea can shrink brain tissue 3 times faster than normal aging. So how can you tell if you're at risk? Often, it's a loved one who notices first, snoring loudly, pausing or gasping for breath, waking up feeling exhausted, morning headaches, or feeling tired all day despite a full night in bed. Chronic insomnia, difficulty falling or staying asleep, can also signal deeper health issues. Sleep disorders weaken the immune system, raise stress, and make it harder to manage diabetes or high blood pressure. If any of this sounds familiar, talk to your doctor or a sleep specialist. CPAP machines, weight loss, or simple lifestyle changes can greatly reduce risks. In fact, treating sleep apnea can cut your heart risk by 42%. Snoring isn't just noise. Sleeplessness isn't just annoying. They are your body's way of asking for help. Have you ever brushed off these signs? Leave a comment. I'll take my sleep more seriously. It's one of the kindest things you can do for your brain, your heart, and your future. Mistake number 1, taking certain medications before bed. Frank, 76, often feels pain in his knees at night. So before bed, he takes a pain pill, sometimes with a sleeping pill he was prescribed years ago. I just want a good night's sleep, he says. But lately, he feels groggy in the mornings, unsteady on his feet, and one morning, he nearly fell on his way to the bathroom. Many seniors take medications at night as part of their routine. But as we age, our bodies process drugs differently. Some medications can stay in the body longer, build up, or interact in ways that cause harm. Sleeping pills and anti-anxiety meds, like diazepam, clonazepam, or alprazolam, relax the nervous system. But they also slow breathing and reduce alertness. In older adults, especially those with heart or lung problems, this can be dangerous. According to the British Medical Journal, seniors who regularly use these medications have a higher risk of falls, fractures, and even early death. And that grogginess often lingers into the next day, causing confusion and loss of balance. Muscle relaxants and some antidepressants can also disrupt deep sleep, the kind your brain needs to stay sharp. Over time, this can lead to memory loss and faster mental decline. Common pain medications like ibuprofen and diclofenac may ease sore joints, but they can strain the liver and kidneys. They also increase bleeding risk, especially if you take blood thinners or heart meds. Another concern is blood pressure medications. Some people take them at night to keep pressure down while sleeping. But for others, this causes pressure to drop too low. It reduces blood flow to the brain, leading to dizziness, fainting, or even stroke. Timing matters. As metabolism slows with age, drugs can build up in the body, and combining sedatives, pain meds, or heart meds without guidance can be risky. So how can you stay safe? First, never start or stop a medication without talking to your doctor. Ask if there are non-sedating alternatives, especially if you feel drowsy, foggy, or unsteady in the morning. Avoid sleeping pills unless absolutely necessary. Try natural options: chamomile tea, light stretching, or deep breathing. If you take blood pressure meds, monitor your readings, report dizziness, fatigue, or strange symptoms. Being informed can prevent serious problems. It can also protect your independence. What medications are in your evening routine? Are they helping you rest or making your mornings harder? Leave a comment. I'll double-check my nighttime meds. Because safety doesn't start in the morning. It begins the night before. Conclusion: just one small change can transform your nights and your life. When we're young, we can go to bed late, eat a heavy meal, drink a full glass of water, and fall asleep without thinking twice. But after 60, our bodies change. Not because we're weaker, but because we must listen more closely. Respect the rhythms that keep us safe and strong. The 7 sleep habits you've just heard about, from drinking water too late, to eating close to bedtime, to getting out of bed too fast, all have something in common. They seem small, but over time, they quietly affect your heart, your brain, your sleep, and your safety. They don't hurt right away, but they build up night after night, month after month, year after year, until one night, something goes wrong. Here's the good news. You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need to feel overwhelmed. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to start with one gentle step. Drink a little less at night. Eat dinner a little earlier. Pause before standing up. Each of those small choices is your way of saying to your body, I'm listening now. I choose to care. And you are not alone. We're here with you. Every video, every story, every simple tip is made with care to help you rest better, wake up stronger, and enjoy each day with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel. Let us keep walking beside you, offering kind, thoughtful guidance for the journey ahead. Have you ever followed one of these habits without realizing its risks? Or maybe you found a nighttime tip that helps you sleep better. Please share in the comments below, because your story might give someone else the courage to begin. We wish you a peaceful night and a brighter, stronger morning. Thank you for being here.